All right, well, as we celebrate America's 250, we are making a stop in Lancaster.
Valerie Pritchett checked out a new center for history and democracy featuring 16 galleries.
You are at the Thaddeus Stevens and Lydia Hamilton Smith Center for History and Democracy. This is our brand new museum that Lancaster History just opened. We're welcoming the public in to learn about Thaddeus Stevens and Lydia Hamilton Smith.
Take me on a tour, please.
All right. So as we come in through the first set of rooms, you'll be in 3 historic structures. So these buildings date back to the 1700s. This space that we're in now was originally a tavern. There was a brewery here, a tavern, and then it was used for various things over the years. It was a boarding house, and then more recently it was a paint store, it was an automotive garage, it was a lot of different things. And this gallery explores the local history. So this explores the history of Lancaster City in particular when Stevens and Smith moved here. So Stevens was born in Vermont in 1792. Lydia Hamilton Smith was born in Gettysburg in the early 1800s, and they both moved here in the 1840s. Stevens moved here to develop his law practice and to develop his political career, and Smith moved here to be his housekeeper.
And we're talking about America's 250th anniversary. How does this tie in with this museum?
So this museum really explores the long history of freedom, equality, and democracy. So these are the ideas that America is founded on. These are the ideas that are found in the Declaration of Independence. And this whole story is how those battles have been waged for those ideals over the course of 250 years. So Stevens is born in 1792, and people are wrestling with these ideas. They're wrestling with what does it mean to be a free nation and to also have slavery. And he sees this, and he's fighting to end slavery. He's fighting to end and grant this freedom to all of the black people in America. So Stevens is active in helping to pass the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution, what's often referred to as the Second Founding. So America is first created in 1776, but not all people are free, not all people are equal. And after the Civil War, when these amendments are passed, we get more freedom and more equality. The promise of the original Declaration of Independence begins to be realized in new ways.
This museum is interactive.
Yeah, absolutely. We conclude the museum with an opportunity for visitors to share their thoughts. You can see a mural above us that was done by Keisha Finney, a local artist, and she talks about how this is an opportunity to write ourselves in. So she's writing everyday people into these freedom struggles, and the museum concludes with an opportunity for all visitors to share their thoughts, to share what freedom means to them, what equality means to them, and what democracy means to them today.
There's so much more to discover in this center that features freedom fighters through hundreds of years of Lancaster and American history. To visit the center and learn more about abolitionists Thaddeus Stevens and Lydia Hamilton Smith, go to abc27.com. Valerie Pritchett, ABC 27 News.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.